Hey, y'all, come look at this.
In today's video, we'll explain to you in detail an often misunderstood ayah of the Quran, namely Surah Ali Imran, which is chapter 3, ayah 59 of the Quran. Since Muslims always cry for context, so here's what happened. A group of knowledgeable Christians from Najran came to challenge Muhammad, but soon you'll understand how Allah and His Prophet turned out to be ignorant because they never understood the challenge of the Christians from Najran.
Admiral, we have enemy ships in Sector 27.
It's a trap!
Which of course destroys Muhammad's credibility as a prophet and his Quran.
It was like, whoa, oh my God. I was like,
In Tafsir al-Tabari, volume 5, pages 461 and 462, we read, Ibn Jurayj said, "We have been informed that the Christians of Najran sent a delegation to the Prophet, including Al-Sayyid and Al-Aqib, who were the leaders of the people of Najran at that time. They said, 'O Muhammad, why do you insult our companion?' He said, 'Who is your companion?' They said, 'Jesus, son of Mary. You claim that he is a servant.' The Messenger of Allah said, 'Yes, he is the servant of Allah and his word which he bestowed upon Mary and a spirit from him.' They became angry and said, 'If you, Muhammad, if you are truthful, then show us a servant who raises the dead, heals the blind, and he creates from clay the likeness of a bird and breathes into it,' and so on to the rest of the ayah. So the Christians said, 'He, Jesus, is Allah. He is God.' So he, Muhammad, remained silent until Jibril came to him and said, 'O Muhammad, those who say Allah is the Messiah, son of Mary, have certainly disbelieved.' So there is no answer from Allah. Allah started to insult and curse the Jews and the Christians from Najran. This is embarrassing. Chapter 5, ayah 17, ayah 72 as well. Now watch how Muhammad is going to put Allah and Jibril in their place. The Messenger of Allah said, 'O ya Jibril, they asked me to tell them about the example of Jesus. You ignoramus. Allah, I need more info to rebuke these Christians from Najran.' Jibril then said, 'The example of Jesus is like that of Adam. He creates him from dust and then said to him, be, then he will be. When morning came, they returned and he recited the verses to them.' Remember, the impossible challenge of the Christians of Najran is for Muhammad to name one person with such divine-like attributes. Keep that in mind. But Muhammad went completely silent in front of the Christians of Najran until Jibril came to him the next morning to give him 2 ayahs to curse and takfir the Christians instead. Wait! Where is the answer from Allah? So Allah is not all-knowing. He can only curse and insult. How is this not Satan? So Muhammad then puts Allah and Jibril in their place and said, 'O Jibril, they asked me to tell them about the example of Jesus and not to call them kuffar or disbelievers.' But instead, Allah starts to hurl insults at the Christians and curse them. Where is the answer? No answer, because there is no wahi, no revelation, there is no God, there is no Allah. It's Muhammad, a false prophet who has no answers. And he clearly wants to buy himself some time to find the answers, so he remains silent. Sakat al-Rasul. So Muhammad failed the first time. Then the second time finally cooks up an answer and says, Adam is like Jesus. He is created from dust. Then hold on. Muhammad and his Allah for the second time did not understand the challenge, but shot himself in the foot, since Allah and his Prophet failed to answer the question directly and his answer instead is Adam is like Jesus. Then Muhammad cooks and buries himself even further, and here is why. Did Muhammad create life like Jesus? Did Adam raise the dead like Jesus? Did Adam heal the blind like Jesus? Did Adam heal the sick like Jesus? Did Adam forgive sins like Jesus? Was Adam sinless like Jesus? both in Islam and Christianity? The answer is no. So how is Adam like Jesus? Remember, they specifically asked to name someone with such divine attributes. Do you see how Allah, Jibreel, and Muhammad failed the challenge? This means the Christians of Najran won the argument and Muhammad and Allah are false, and there is simply no wahi, no revelation, because Muhammad failed to answer and became silent in front of the Christians of Najran. We can also conclude that the false prophet of Islam never understood the challenge, and this proves that the Quran is man-made. So maybe there's a Muslim who is smarter than their silent prophet and Allah combined and can solve this disaster and dilemma. Please share this video on social media and let it go viral and stay away from Islam.